Have you ever been asked if you're the father during someone else's ultrasound? Last year, I was sitting in the waiting room at Riverside Medical Center, just there for a routine checkup after a minor car accident. This pregnant woman walks in with her husband, both looking tense. She keeps staring at me while he fills out paperwork. Finally, she walks over. "Excuse me, do we know each other?" she asks. "I don't think so," I reply. She studies my face, then turns pale. "You look exactly like someone I used to know." Her husband glances over, does a double take, and his expression changes from confusion to rage. He storms over. "Who the hell are you?" "Just here for an appointment," I say, showing him my paperwork. The woman, Natalie, starts crying. "It can't be. You look just like him." The husband, Brett, grabs her arm. "Is this the guy from the conference?" "No, that was Damien. He had darker hair and he was taller," she insists. Brett isn't buying it. "Don't lie to me. Not here. Not today." The nurse calls them in for their ultrasound. 20 minutes later, I hear shouting from down the hall. Brett bursts out of the room, sees me, and charges over. "The baby has your eyes," he spits. "The doctor says the baby has green eyes. Neither of us has green eyes." I hold up my hands. "Sir, I've never met your wife. I moved here 3 weeks ago from Portland." "Prove it," he demands. I show him my driver's license, my moving receipt, even my work transfer email. He's not convinced. Natalie emerges, mascara streaking. "Brett, please, it's not him." "Then where's Damien?" Brett shouts. "Call him right now." She fumbles with her phone, dials, waits, no answer. She tries again, nothing. A doctor approaches. "Is everything all right?" "This man," Brett points at me, "looks exactly like the person my wife cheated with." The doctor looks uncomfortable. "Sir, I can't discuss patient matters, but genetics don't work quite that way with eye color." Brett turns to me. "Take a DNA test, right now. Prove you're not the father." "Absolutely not," I say. "I don't know you people." Security arrives. As they're escorting Brett out, Natalie grabs my arm. "Please, just take the test. My marriage depends on it." Something in her desperation makes me pause. "Fine, but you're paying for it." 3 weeks later, the results arrive. I'm not the father, obviously, but here's where it gets interesting. The test company calls me directly, says there's been an unusual match in their database. Turns out, the actual father is my twin brother, Damien. The twin brother I didn't know existed until that moment. My adoptive parents never told me. When I confronted them, they admitted they could only afford to adopt one child. They chose me because I was healthier. Damien went to another family. I track him down through social media. He's been married for 5 years, has 2 kids, lives 3 states away. When I call him, he denies everything. Says he's never been to a medical conference, never met anyone named Natalie, but I dig deeper. Find his company travel records through a mutual friend who works there. He was definitely at that conference. There are even photos from the company newsletter. He's wearing colored contacts to hide his green eyes. I forward everything to Natalie, not out of kindness, but because I'm furious at this brother who nearly destroyed my reputation. She sends it all to Brett, who immediately files for divorce. But the real kicker comes a month later. Damien's wife, Sophia, calls me. She's pregnant too, about as far along as Natalie. She found the emails I sent Natalie in Damien's deleted folder. "I need to know," she says. "How many others were there?" I help her investigate. We find 4 more women, all pregnant, all from different conferences over the past year. Damien had been using fake names, fake jobs, even fake accents. With each woman, he claimed to be single, promised them a future, then disappeared. Sophia and I organize a video call with all 6 women. The moment they see each other, the truth is undeniable. 6 babies, all due within 2 months of each other. Damien shows up at my apartment the next week, begging me not to testify in the custody hearings. "We're brothers," he pleads. "Family should stick together." I look at this stranger who shares my face. "You're right, families should stick together. That's why I'm testifying for Sophia and making sure those kids know what kind of man their father really is." Last week, Damien lost custody of all 7 children. He's paying child support that will bankrupt him for the next 18 years. And me? I'm Uncle Ray to 7 kids who will grow up knowing that sharing DNA doesn't make you family. Choices do. Sometimes I still think about that day in the waiting room. How a simple case of mistaken identity revealed a brother I never knew existed and destroyed the fake life he'd built. The universe has a strange sense of humor.